You might have seen this channel before, and you might not have seen this channel before. So for the new people, my name's Stephen Hamilton. Everybody wants to see the glitz and glamour. Hey, look how cool my life looks in the background right now. But with my vlogs, you get no nonsense. None of that fake rubbish. I am here to show you what a real property millionaire's week actually looks like. So sit back, take it all in, enjoy the journey, join the family, dream big, be nice, and be kind.
No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power.
Right, guys, I'm bringing all of the behind the scenes for you guys right now. And the behind the scenes is why do I feel guilty? Why do I feel guilty? I feel guilty. Glorious day. The sun is shining. The weather is sweet. I think that's the song, isn't it? Sun is shining. The weather is sweet, y'all. Someone's in a good mood. Someone's in a good mood. Meeting project manager on site. Meeting a builder on site. And basically clearing out the past and all the crap and moving forwards correctly in order for me to start showcasing all of my new shit to you, because I'm bored of this old stuff now. It's dragging. I've had enough of it. I don't really care what happens with it now. I just got to get it finished because my new life is calling. And when you see what I am doing, you'll understand why I'm excited.
Wait a minute, the way you move that body, I got my heart all in it, and I just wanna be with you tonight. But please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true.
I would probably level it with the beam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would level it with the beam.
And then if we'll level that with the beam, bring it across, and then just keep that as a camp ceiling then. So it's going to be fairly low there, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah, if we didn't put that in, it would have been so low.
Yeah. We've got to put footing in there,
Yep,
build that wall up,
yep.
swing that door into that side.
Yeah, so we got there.
Yeah.
And we've only got half.
Yes.
We're not using local council authority for this, for building sign off. We're using private consent, our one.
Yeah.
Andrew's going to 189. His name's Andrew.
Is the one you've hired privately.
So if you've got time on Friday, it would be good, if you can, to meet him
Yeah, that's fine.
and see what he actually does. Get him tell him about this place, because he knows anyway, it's on the system. We're going to run through all the costs today.
Yeah.
We're going to run through what needs doing. We'll go through all the numbers and stuff, so you've got a complete understanding of what's going on. It's watertight, this house, though.
Yeah.
Watertight.
Yeah. Trying to reuse that boiler if possible.
What do you think?
Yeah. Doesn't look that old. So yeah, we'll get the plumber to have a look at it. Reuse. It's only for hot water anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no
heating and no.
all electric. Well, I stopped this project 9 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Changed my mind on it 9 weeks ago. So I'm quite happy about how it's unfolded, to be fair.
Okay. Dan said in every bedroom there should be spotlights.
I know.
Only thing that's been pulled through is your fire alarm.
Yeah, I know. Now every single person knows. Is there any wires above?
Not that we know.
There's got to be.
Yeah, Dan said he seems to think there might be,
There's got to be.
but he thinks there could have been just tailed and put somewhere. But we have, because he said have a look in the loft. I said we haven't got a loft hatch.
What do you mean?
There's no loft hatch to get up there.
They boarded it. It's there. If you cut,
In here?
no, it's probably from here where this hole is.
Yeah.
If you cut from there across, it's right there.
Okay. We can go up there and have a look then.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a fair old loft up there.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And then,
See insulating board this.
yeah, then the electric wise then, obviously there's no first fixings in for electric heaters.
Go put them in, and if you can drop, if we can get the cables from above,
Yeah,
drop them down.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I stopped this project. I'm actually, you know, like sometimes when, is it divine intervention? I think that's what it was.
You had a call in to stop it?
No, I had a meeting with some of my mates and I stopped the work the next day.
Yeah.
Literally, I was in the Belfry one night. I had a meeting with two of my friends. Change of plan, change of action, and I stopped it. I literally put the brakes on it 9 weeks ago. And now, obviously, as all the others are coming to an end now, as you can see,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, right, let's get the last 2 or 3 out the way.
Yeah.
And then obviously my new ones are the bigger projects. So
Yeah.
we can get on with them. But I'm not starting anything until all of these are finished.
Yeah.
So you just got behind the scenes with my contractor, one of my project managers, and yeah, just an update. And you know, gut, intuition. Is that some sit-ups or something there? What's going on, Phil? Oh, no, I'm joking. I ain't falling for that dad bod shit. No. Yes, I'm eating McDonald's. Yes, I'm eating chocolate. Yes, I'm drinking fizzy pop. But you know what? Dad bod. Don't think so, because I've still got it. I thought to myself, maybe I need to get some new work boots. A lot of people are always commenting on the channel about health and safety. Steve, on site, where's your high vis, where's your hat? So I picked up some new work boots, some 1992 kickers in salmon, a very nice shade of salmon that I could possibly pull off. You might mistake this for pink, but it's not. It's salmon, baby. And enter photo and video of me showing you what it's like to pull up as a property developer on site with my salmon work boots. So, I pull up on site, usually not in this car, and I hop out, and the first thing you see the only property developer in the UK that could pull something like this off. Do you want to sit in it?
Yeah,
Come on then. Come on, mate.
in the drivers.
Yeah, of course you can. There you go.
Nice.
If you can press that accelerator, you can rev it.
This one.
Yep. Do you live around here?
Yeah, I live there.
Okay, I used to live on Albion Avenue, number 12, the first one on after the corner. I went to that school behind, that's been knocked down now. Albion Road. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Catch up with you soon, guys. Okay. See you in a little bit. Crazy, because I used to sit there. Exactly where they're sitting, I used to sit as a kid. We never had any Lamborghinis or Ferraris or anything like that happen. But if it did, it would have been cool as an expletive that I can't say because YouTube give us strikes.
There used to be a guy that drove around here though that you was inspired by.
Yeah, so that was just, you know where we just was? At my famous Kicker's place with my salmon things. That used to be sorry mate. That used to be Motorades, and the owner was a guy called Michael Andrew Bennett, and he had the number plate on his car, MAB, and if you look here, guys, that used to be my house. It never used to look like that, but that was the house I grew up in. That was my mum's house. And he had the car Michael Andrew Bennett, and we used to, I used to get obsessed with the number plate because I was like, how do you get your own name on a car? And it used to just inspire the hell out of me. And he was a lovely guy. He used to give us a few pound to go and get some ice creams and some drinks and stuff, because where I've just been, so that was my school, where I've just been, that used to be very, very, very working class. I mean, it still is, obviously, guys, but we was very poor. Now, driving back around here, it's really cool to be able to, like, even just speak to children around here, just to have conversations with them about, like, you know, I'm from here, I've done X, I've done Y, I've done Z, and maybe give them a bit of inspiration, because I knew that I was getting out of this area. I knew that for a fact. Not because I thought the area was horrendous, but because I knew I had bigger dreams. So hopefully we inspire a few people. And what I want to do right now, I want to drive around to a couple of people and hopefully give you a bit of an insight, if we can, to my childhood. So this is Bentley, and we used to call this, I think it's still called Bentley Dark Side, and then the opposite side of the road was Bentley Light Side. This is where I spent so much of my teenage years, not really my childhood, my teenage years was here. I had quite a few friends who lived on this estate. This one here was Richard Groom, who was very close to us. I've mentioned his nan before, Mary. She was like the mother of the street from where I'm from. Again, working class, really, really, really down to earth people.
Do you want to get into property, or are you already in property? I am coming back to my hometown, Birmingham, where I will be teaching you all about HMOs, buy, refurbish, refinance, rent, house flipping, assisted sales, deal sourcing, so much more. I cannot fit it all into a 30-second video. My blueprint will put you on your journey, or it will further your journey, because I have a decade's worth of experience. Come down, listen to what I have to say, and watch how far you get. This used to be, there's a car behind you, used to be the pub that I grew up in. And I spent countless weekends here, sleeping on the benches while my mum and stepdad obviously used to have a drink. And my brother-in-law now has the pub, but there was an arson attack on it about a year ago, and the pub has been closed ever since. And nostalgia has taken over, and I think I'm going to buy the pub. Yes, mate. You want to have a look? Come on then. Go on, it's open. Have a look. Thank you. See you later. Again, it's really nice for the youngsters. Couldn't film that because his parents wasn't here and he was very young. So I say very young. He's still 12 or 13, but he looks small, didn't he?
But the kids get tinier and tinier.
I know, yeah. We were saying they was getting bigger and bigger at the last place we went to. Do you remember? Yeah, anyway, nostalgia's taken over. My brain has ticked into gear. I have a few ideas. And you guys, you know what? Told you I was back, didn't I? Told you I was back. No one believed me. I had a terrible 2024. I had a crappy start to 2025. But I still made it look like it was incredible, because I'm a professional problem solver and I'm going to become the biggest developer in the UK one day. But first, I have to take over the Midlands.
So today we're at the Belfry. We're doing our deal sourcing masterclass inside. It is TPC members only, so if you want to join, click the link below.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? Give me a soft, subtle mix. And if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it.
Early one today.
Very, very, very early. I've already been on the phone to one of my mentor students about a property he wants to buy in the northeast. Cheap as chips is what he referred to it as. Me, I refer to it as a bag of shit chips. I think that's the best way to explain it. We are off to central London. I have an event and I'm excited, very excited. Haven't bought any tickets though. Guys, we have no tickets for this train, so we need to buy them now. Alright, okay. Guys, we're late.
Yeah, my sofa score says 9. Would be 10 if the ops went diving. 110 on my wrist, I'm thriving. Caught by Clint, I went skydiving. My London heat map's crazy, I wish that it weren't, I can't go back. Too many goals from Central. We went to the party with gang and we led the attack.
First thing you want to do, go away from the pictures, please. You want to go to the description, okay? Deal sourcing, flipping, BRRs. This is a live example for you guys right now. This is all of you in the property world, whatever level you want to do. This is a live example. So first and foremost, you want to know what's going on. So keyword on there, no upward chain. It means one of two things, okay? Looking at the photos that I saw briefly, it looks like something called a probate house, okay? Now, probate is when someone passes away and they own stuff and they have an estate and they have money in the bank. It goes to something called probate. All of you in here, when you die, will go to probate. Your estate will go to probate. Probate then will see what you owe to people, what you have, and who inherits your shit. And then they will grant probate to the person or the people who get your stuff. This house looks like a probate house. Now, how can I tell it looks like a probate house? It looks like your nan and granddad's house. Okay? Looks like an old person has lived in there. So, one, it looks like a probate. The other option is the person has maybe gone into care. So this looks like it could be care home, but the third option is the family might have moved them in. But guaranteed it's probate or care home. Guaranteed, okay? Now, if we go down to the pictures, to the description, please, Kev. No upward chain, great corner plot. I'm looking there and I'm thinking to myself, how do we add value to that house? Well, first and foremost, the front garden, we can't really see what the fuck's going on because it's got snow. We can't really tell if there's anything wrong with the roof. But what I can tell you is those windows look like they might be okay. Windows, they look like they're okay. Garage door needs changing. The side gate door needs changing. I'm presuming the front door needs changing. So I'm making notes of all of these in my head, but you lot would make them on a piece of paper, okay? Front garden. This here worries me because it looks like it's, yeah. The front garden, I cannot do anything with that because it's just on a photograph, so we don't know. But everything else looks like it's okay. If we go into the second picture, please. Now, I'm looking in there. I now know just by looking at that picture, the house needs something called a rewire. Okay, the electrics need doing. How do I know? The age of the property. That's the first thing. Secondly, let me just get a bit closer just in case it's not. Can you see the plug sockets here? Right? They're not regulation height. So regulation height is 450 from the floor. That looks like it's about 200. So that's how I know the age of the property. Then I notice the radiator. It's a single radiator, which means the central heating needs upgrading. I can tell by the skirting board the age, which needs ripping out and replacing. The carpet needs changing. The wallpaper needs changing. Obviously, we've got to strip out. We've got to rip out all the existing stuff, like the carpets, the fires, the architrave. Bathroom needs fully upgrading. Needs a new bath, needs a new sink, needs a new toilet, needs new tiles. Is that carpet on the floor? Yeah? Massive telltale sign for you. Any properties with carpet in the bathroom, if you can get it for the right price, you can add value. Okay? Next one, please. Back garden. Might get away with painting the fence panels instead of replacing them. Might. And then again, we can't really see the garden, but there's going to be a cost to the front and back garden. Now, if we go back to the next picture, it's the front one, isn't it? So I know now exactly in my head how much it's going to cost me to get that house to a nice standard. I've got the figure. It's already in my brain. So that front garden, okay, I don't know what's under it, but what I would do is I would put a contingency of about £2,000 in my brain before I've even viewed the property, okay? Then I would put for the garage door and the front door. The front, that side door there is going to cost me 700 quid, and the garage door is going to cost me about 600 quid, okay? So we're at about £3,500 already, and we've not even entered. We've got a front door on that house. Composite front door is going to cost me about £1,000. So we're already at £4,500 before we've even gone inside. I now know the central heating needs upgrading. So there's £4,500. I now know it needs the electrics, a rewire done. There's another £4,500. So now we're on to £13,500 and we're only 20% in. To replace all the flooring in there, you'll have like tiles in the kitchen, you'll have carpet in the bedrooms and maybe laminate in the living room, carpet on the stairs. To do a house of that standard, you're looking at about £40 to £50 a square metre. So on the low end, you're looking at £4 just for the flooring throughout the whole house. Okay? And what does that take us to roughly? Say again? 17. Just around 17 grand we're on right now. Then I said all the carpentry in the house needs doing. New internal doors, skirting board, architrave. There's another 3.5 grand. Now we're on to 20. Okay? Then we might have to skim plaster when we pull the wallpaper off. Pretty sure we're going to have to skim. We're not going to have to go back to brick. There's 5 grand. So now we're at 22. We now also know the whole house needs painting. You're going to have to paint the whole house. There's another 2.5 grand. Bathroom. If we're going to do all that, strip it out, put a new bath, a new sink, a new toilet, with fixtures and fittings, it's going to cost us around 3 grand. So we're on 28. So do you know how much it costs to replace one fence panel?
75.
Them ones with the concrete posts, these are concrete, not wood. 130 quid for one. For one. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that we can see. Right? That's what we can see. There's 1,700 quid just on the fucking fence panels. That's without the grass and slabs. And you don't think gardens cost £1,000. We've not seen the kitchen. We've not seen the kitchen. So you're going to put 5 grand on for the kitchen, guaranteed. So there's 36. Then we're going to add a 10% contingency on for unforeseen circumstances. There's 40. So just off the view, it's £40,000. That's just doing it on what we can see. And the next stage is now to view it. Maybe we can save a little, but maybe we might add to have some more. But the key to what I've just done is you've already got an understanding of what it is, where it's at. And that was done off a fucking picture. And that's the level you guys need to get to. I could do that all day on any property that you give me in the country. All day. And that's what I teach you.